Hey guys, Claire here, and in today's video we're going to have a little conversation about the latest developments of British royals. In the latest video we touched on the BBC sort of following in Meghan's footsteps. We mentioned the little battle between ITV and BBC for acquiring Suits. We talked about the BBC following in Meghan's lead and inking a new deal with Lemonada Media. And then we saw BBC One posting on their social media platforms with the caption, "My new life goal is to have Rachel Zane's confidence. Hashtag Suits, hashtag iPlayer." What is this? And I don't know if you guys remember, but when Harry and Meghan went to Nigeria, the BBC was there and did cover the trip. So, I don't know what's going on there. The BBC seems to be trying to hitch their wagon to the Sussexes, more specifically Meghan. What do you guys think?
I think the BBC are secretly stanning Meghan Markle. First they go after Suits, and now they've just announced a global partnership with Lemonada Media. And they work with them in Nigeria.
In just about every video that I've uploaded within the past few months, there will always be comments about where is Kate. And with the latest developments, I figured we can have a little chat about that. According to the Daily Beast, the Princess of Wales will probably not appear in public for the rest of the year, and is being surrounded by her birth family as she continues a course of preventative chemotherapy, having been diagnosed with cancer earlier this year. And there's so much in this statement here that makes me take pause and give a little side eye, particularly the part that says she is being surrounded by her birth family. That's a very odd thing to say. Well, not odd in the sense that it's not customary for family members, parents, siblings to support an ailing family member. Odd in a sense that it's an interesting distinction to add to an article. And not only that, they double down in another article that said that Kate's circle of trust is tiny as Princess of Wales leans on Carol, Pippa, and James. Why not just say her family? Now, when this hospitalization initially occurred, remember we would have people like Rebecca English of the Daily Mail waxing on poetically about William being Kate's rock. So everything that comes from the palace or even Camp Middleton is done with a distinctive purpose. So I'm wondering, why add that little detail there? What is going on behind the scenes?
Yeah, at this point, I'm just going to come out and say it. This is not normal. This is not cool. This just in from the Daily Beast. The Princess of Wales will probably not appear in public for the rest of the year and is being surrounded by her birth family. AKA not William, not her husband, birth family. Wow. Okay, where's Kate? This is literally crazy. Okay, I don't want to hear anything about the cancer, if you have cancer, you can be seen in public. And this is literally insane to me that a woman can be disappeared in the year of our Lord 2024 and there's no recourse. No recourse at all. A woman can simply disappear, never be seen again. And the RF, they have full immunity. You cannot prosecute any if they are responsible for anything that happened to her, they can't be prosecuted. The king cannot be prosecuted. He can do what he wants. William becomes king, he cannot be prosecuted. He can do what he wants. So essentially, if you're a Princess of Wales, you can literally go missing. People can make articles like this about you, but you can literally never be seen again. And the British media, at the very least, will act like that's just cool. They will literally cover for this family. Where is she?
Where is the Princess of Wales? And when are reputable media outlets going to remember that the one thing the royal family have to do is be seen to be believed? 2 dubious paparazzi shots, a photoshopped composite, an obvious body double masquerade, and a video that looks a lot like it could be AI. Not to mention a nauseating flux of fan fiction by the Rota, spinning like crazy to promote the illusion that everything is as normal, cancer, etc. notwithstanding. But nothing about this situation is normal. All the treacly hearsay reportage in the world cannot conceal the physical absence of Catherine. No new photos, no interviews, no verified appearances in 20 weeks. Only a video in which she appears easily well enough to stand on a balcony and wave, and yet she never does.
Yes, I know, guys, you've probably seen this yesterday, but I wanted to wait till today because guess what? Today is exactly 5 months since Kate disappeared. We last saw her on the 25th of December, and today is the 25th of May, so exactly 5 calendar months, which to me sounds very strange. A couple of observations about this article. Charles described Kate as the daughter that he never had, yet doesn't appear to be around in her recuperation period at all. Backed up by the article specifically referring to her birth family, which we assume to be her mum, brother and sister. So her birth family are supporting her in her recovery. The royal family appear to be distant, and the Spanish press are doubling down on William's lack of care, lack of compassion, lack of consideration for Kate, and the fact that at weekends she's actually on her own with her staff members and he's off doing other things. I think this is a sign. We've got Rose drip, 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 drip on multiple occasions last week, and will happen next week, and will definitely happen in the run-up to Wimbledon, because guess what? Rose always goes to Wimbledon. And we've got the press doubling down on William being an absent husband and father, and Kate being alone, and her birth family there around her for support purposes. I really don't think we'll see Kate before the end of the year. I think it's doubtful we'll see her next year. That's obviously my opinion from the extensive media research that I've conducted over the last 5 months, really, to be honest, yeah.
And speaking of Rose, we've been seeing more of her and her sons, a lot more. Ever since the coronation of Charles and Camilla, we have been seeing a lot more of Rose. Of course, she was there. We've seen her son was a part of the coronation, often seen joking with Prince George. Now you're seeing Camilla chuckling and being jovial with Rose. Not only that, I believe Camilla was also seen or had some sort of association with William's first love. Then recently there was some sort of event that Rose's son was also a part of. You see him holding the cape of Charles. It's interesting that they chose to use him instead of Prince George. Camilla seems to be the one in the middle. These renewed narratives about Hanbury, William, and Kate. Personally, there is a part of me that often wonders if Camilla is determined to destroy the lives of Diana's sons. The very embodiment of who Diana was still remains in William, and especially Harry. William may look a lot more like his mother, but Harry has got her spirit. And Camilla has seemed to be determined to destroy the relationships the sons have with Charles, to use them and PR against them to bolster herself. And even though she is now the queen consort, she still seems to be hyper-focused on taking shots at William, at Harry, and by proxy their wives. So Harry was right. Camilla seems to be the villain of this story. But what's infuriating to me is that Charles sits by and watches all of this happen, and he doesn't do anything to stop it. Not only does he not do anything to stop it, he seems to join in on the fun. All for the sake of PR gains. But are they gains? A lot of people still don't respect Charles. I mean, with the release of that new portrait, the jokes of it went viral. People likening it to Tampon Gate, saying that this is the carnage done by colonization of the British Empire. Some saying this is the blood of the colonies. Some saying it's hellish, and saying a multitude of things that are very negative about him. And every once in a while, I'll see Charles the Cruel trending on Twitter. So for all of this work that he's done, using Harry specifically to get PR gains, to rehabilitate the image of Camilla, people are still not in love with Charles. And people outside of the royal bubble still can't stand Camilla. Was it all worth it? And then you see William joining into the fray, throwing Harry and Meghan under the bus to dissuade from the stories about him and Rose. But now, it's still a talking point in the mainstream media. So again, was that worth it? What a mess. What do you guys think? Am I being unfair to Camilla? I don't think that I am.
Oh my God, honestly, Camilla reminds me of the story of the snake in the Garden of Eden. These stories are clearly being leaked with a twist from Camilla or Camilla's team into the British digital media, and it's incredibly disrespectful for Kate. Yet again, an inference, well, in this case, not actually an inference, because William did actually have a relationship with this Rose, not the other Rose. Yet again, a reference to William's previous emotional status and relationships have been leaked to the British media whilst Kate is supposedly recovering from serious illness. I mean, unless Kate is suddenly blind and deaf, she's not going to overlook these things. She's not going to miss these things, clearly. It's almost as though Camilla is in the mix to cause the maximum amount of destruction as quickly as possible, even when Kate is supposedly recovering.
This 100%. So while you have members of the British press saying that Meghan should be sensitive about Kate, essentially bemoaning Meghan for sending off jams to 50 friends and associates, you have her husband hobnobbing with celebrities, hamming it up with Tom Cruise, having drinks with this other fellow. I can't remember his name at the moment. You have her sister frolicking on the beach. Good for her. You have her uncle doing that show. And for the very short time that he was there, all he talked about was Harry and Meghan, specifically Meghan, a woman that he himself has admitted he has never even met. Then you have her brother hawking off some new product or business idea. And now you have Camilla having a blast with Rose and William's first love. Now, let's say that the rumors about that triangle is inaccurate, right? It's just another royal conspiracy. Point of the matter is, it is now a mainstream rumor. And you would think that Camilla and her husband Charles would not even want to do anything that would create even more noise surrounding the Hanbury-Kate-William situation. And you would think that they would be considerate of this woman who is clearly so ill that you are not expected to see her for the foreseeable future, or at least for the end of the year. I would imagine if she is that ill, it wouldn't be beneficial to her mental state to see this play out where her mother-in-law is cavorting with that woman, whether the rumor is true or not, right? But you don't see members of the British press pointing that out. Meghan sending jams to 50 folks all the way over here in the US. Problematic. Cammy hamming it up with Rose. Oh well. Now personally, I wish Kate well, Charles as well. I don't care for either of them. But I'd never wish ill on others. But beyond that, I'm not particularly emotionally invested. The way that they have vilified and treated Meghan as an other has really messed with the way that I would ever look at these people. And I didn't particularly care about the royal family and the people within it before Meghan married in. I didn't care one way or another. Completely indifferent. Now, no. There are countless examples of how badly they've treated this woman over the years. So I can't find it within me to care too much. I wish them well, but that's about it. So what do you guys think?
And it's just so wild to me that the people who were like, flooding any video I make about, I can't say Kate Middleton, because if they do, they say, her name is HRH, Princess Catherine, get it right. Like, it's really important to you that we use her correct title. It's just not important to you that we know where she is or that she's alive and safe. Like, that part you guys don't seem to give a crap about. And to answer this this is literally how deranged these people are. Oh, I really hope, I don't have my glasses on. What is this? I hope you don't get ill and people focus too much on why you're not showing yourself in public. If I got ill, and the way people found out that I was ill was my family was like, Laura's ill. You can't see her, but she's ill. You haven't seen her in a few weeks, but she's ill. And then the next time people see me, it's in a photo that's clearly photoshopped and they still haven't actually seen me. And then the next time they see me, I'm not even going to talk about the farm video. It's clearly not her. The next time they see me is in a video that is clearly AI. I'm sorry, at this point, it's freaking AI. And the family is like, no, she's fine. And my family kept speaking for me for over 6 months. But then no one actually saw me in public. I would want everyone I know. I would want everyone who has ever known me, who has any iota of positive feeling for me, to be asking where I am and to be asking to where to see me. What I am doing with respect to Kate Middleton, her HRA Catherine, the Princess of Wales, is what I would hope and expect anyone to do for me. You weirdo.
Kate has been miserable for a long time. And I bet she was secretly jealous that Meghan and Harry got the out of there when they did. And there was also all this news media about when Harry and Meghan left and they went to Montecito, and how, oh, so privileged, and how dare they walk away from the royal family. I live up here in New England, and the big family up here are the Kennedys, okay? And the Kennedys, if you know anything about the Kennedy family, they have had decades and decades of strange deaths, a lot of power, a lot of money, and just all this all these conspiracies, and they just have this black cloud over their head. I don't think that Kate Middleton has been happy for a long time. I think that she has been waiting for her chance to get out. And frankly, I do not think that she had abdominal surgery. I think everything that the royal family does is they try to spin things. It's like the magician, where you watch the card trick in this hand, but really the trick is happening in the other hand while everyone's trying to watch the card trick. That is exactly what the royal family does. I don't believe one word that the royal family is saying, or any of their people, their PR people. Kate Middleton doesn't edit her own photos. They have people that wipe all their. So give me a break. She's not playing on her iPhone like you and I do. There's certain things that are not allowed in the royal family. We saw the interview with Meghan and Harry, and about the things that we see. It's all curated to show this wealth and power. And I think what we're witnessing right now is the complete breakdown and dissolve of the royal family. I think that it's a number of things. Kate has been trying to plan her escape, and she can't. It's not like you and I, where we can go see a mediator and a lawyer and figure out weekend visits for the kids. This is so embedded and so in depth that it's going to take her a very long time to untangle herself from this family. Before she met Prince William, she was just a regular commoner girl, going out to clubs and going to college and doing her thing, just like a regular person. And I think from the outside, it looks like this, wow, it would be so magical. You're a princess and you're marrying your prince, and you're going to live in a castle, and you're going to be protected, and you're going to have all this wealth and jewels and all this. And I think that it's an omen. I think anyone that comes from the outside and goes into that family discovers that they are depressed, they're disillusioned. Look at Princess Diana. She would do things that the royal family told her that she should not do. And she was like, I'm going to do it anyway. I think we're going to find out really soon that Kate is dissolving that marriage, and she's going to get the hell out of it. And it happened after the Queen died. The longest person ever in the royal family that lived is gone now.
Yes, there are so many things happening in the world right now, but I still want to ask this one question. Are they using the C word to justify Kate not being seen in public because they don't want to use the D word, as in divorce? Because the hard launch that I'm seeing for Rose, I just really dislike how the British public is taken for idiots, you know, because they're hard launching Rose in the sense that she's attending all the royal engagements, or a lot of the royal engagements, and her son was recently carrying King Charles's robe at one, was it a church service? He was the one holding the robe, Rose's son. So are they divorced? When, like, people can be like, oh, we don't need to know their private lives. No, we actually do. We actually do. Our taxes are going there, so I need to know the higgy to the haggard that's going on. It's really important because at some point a discussion needs to be had about the very misogynistic nature of the royal family and how women who are prominent within the royal family are treated horrendously, and the men just get to do whatever they want and carry on like everything is normal. Something's off. Something's really off. And if it's that, no, let me not say what I think. We'll just leave it there. Actually, let me say it this way. Remember when in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Aunt Viv got replaced? Like, and everything just carried on as normal. And then we found out that behind the scenes, the old Aunt Viv wasn't treated very well. But at least both Aunt Vivs, I guess, are alive.